in the past to get there. I could write off $1 million. Check this out. Finance the 800 grand and write off the entire interest payments of the 800 while I pay the bank back. And rich. People are like, you always talk about getting that day, that month. Not paying taxes for the next 3 or 4 or 5 years on their income. Taking $200,000, put the 200 grand out, taking it out of the bank, taking it out of stocks, taking it off of Wall Street, get it out of bonds, get it out of Wall Street. Don't give it to your kids to go to college. Financed 800 grand. Check this out. Written off the entire $1 million that day, that month. Not paying taxes for the next 3 or 4 or 5 years on their income. Can you get this? This isn't about rental income. This is about getting rich. People are like, you always talk about rental income. No, I'm not. I'm talking about financial freedom, man. Listen to me. This is about financial freedom. These are the routes and the roads and the ways in the past to get there. I could write off $1 million. Check this out. Finance the 800 grand and write off the entire interest payments of the 800 while I pay the bank back. You want to go crazy? This is where wealth is created. Okay? Your family could have kept that for 20 years. And in 2007, when the world went to hell, they're going to go out and buy stuff. No, they're not. They don't need to go buy stuff. What they're going to do is go refinance at the height of the bubble. They're going to take that property that's 20 years old now. They've earned income for 20 years. The lowest taxed income in America is rental income. Okay? Check it out. They're going to go back to the bank and they'll say, hey, we paid $1 million for this thing in 1987. Why didn't your parents do this, man? Because your parents were too busy learning how to get a job and too busy not reading. How are wealthy people getting rich? Too busy buying cars and rather than saying, hey, dude, let's get rich. Too busy giving up on the financial dream rather than leaning into it. Too busy being satisfied with, we got a country club and the kids are getting educated and we're happy and everything's good. I mean, look what people will do to go to school. Parents will lie and cheat and do fraudulent things and change photographs for their kids to go to school rather than saying, dude, why don't we just learn this thing at home, figure out how to create money. Your parents that paid $1 million for that in 2007, that thing had to be worth what?
10.
Let's say it was worth half of what Jared said, $5 million. He would go to the bank. Your family would have gone to the bank. Check this out. We're talking about super accumulation of wealth, okay, magnifiers. The bank would have said, hey, it's worth 10, but we're not going to give you 10 because you're pulling money out of the transaction. We're refinancing the piece of property. We financed it for 30 years. We've been in it 20. It's been a great piece of property, great location, okay? It's worth $5 million. What did we pay? No, we didn't. We paid 200 grand. Less all the income, less the depreciation. We have no money in this deal, by the way. Okay, less the fact that I got a 100% write-off of $1 million the day I bought it. Dude, I'm negative like 800 grand in this deal right now. Okay, check it out. Now it's worth $5 million. The bank says, look, it's probably worth 10. I agree with Jared. Because you're refinancing, they're going to penalize you because you're the owner. This is what you should do. If I go sell it, the new guy could probably get a loan for $10 million. The guy that owns it will not get a loan for the full amount because the bank's going to penalize you because you're the guy taking cash out. They just don't like it, right? So watch what we're going to do. We're not going to sell first. We're going to refinance first and then go sell it and not pay taxes on any of it. That's what the super wealthy do, man. This is how the game plays. Watch. The bank says, we think it's worth $5 million. We'll give you $4 million. We actually know it's worth more than that, but we're going to give you $4 million. The $4 million I put in my pocket. What tax do I pay on that?
0.
None. Stupid, dude. It's ridiculous. There's guys on Wall Street doing that with $400 million at a time. No taxes. Because they know how to play this game. Now I'm going to go to the marketplace. I'm going to refinance it, go to the marketplace and say, let's sell it for 10. It's got $4 million worth of debt. I'm going to get my $6 million plus my 4. I don't pay any taxes here. How do I not pay taxes on this? Because I'm greedy. It's crazy, dude. It's stupid. Because once you figure out the law, you're like, why would I not do this? If the law's there and it is legal and other people can do it, why don't I do it? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this $6 million and I'm going to go to buy a similar piece of property for $18 million. And I'm going to do the cycle again. See me in 2027. I got an $18 million property. It's been paying me and my family. Let's say I'm not around. The old man's not around anymore. Sabrina and Scarlett are, though. Okay? Something happens to Papa. I got an $18 million piece of property in the year 2047. What do I pay for this thing now? Keep up with me here if you can. 200. I ain't paid 200. I paid 200 less than $1 million write-off in 1987 that they excluded in 1987. I don't get that anymore. Less the depreciation, less the rental income, less the $4 million the bank gave me, less the $6 million that I sold it for. Dude, I don't know. I'm like 20 million plus. That's what I was paid to buy this for. Superwealth, man. This is how you create superwealth. Superwealth is not created drop shipping. Okay, it's not created. Look, there's no fast way to do this, by the way. I know guys that say they made millions of dollars in 5 minutes, but I just never been that lucky. Alan knows some of these guys. I mean, $5 million. I spend 5 minutes a month on this. Jared knows some of these guys. Talks to them all the time. I made $700 million in 17 seconds. Good. I hadn't done that, so I can't tell you how to do that. You'll have to go to them to do that. I haven't done that, but I guarantee you when this party's over, okay, and they're bragging about what they made in 5 minutes, my family in the future, my kids, could be on the Forbes list. That's a strong list to be on, okay? That's the game you guys should be playing. Rental income, much greater returns, can be monthly, requires an investment. Yes, it's illiquid. I don't want cash. I do not want emergency money. Listen to me. I don't want emergency money. You do not want money for emergencies if you believe that the mind has the ability to pull in ideas and make them a reality. The last thing you would want is emergency cash because you're going to pull in an emergency. Number 5, rental income is great tax write-offs. And number 6, it is the ultimate wealth multiplier effect. It's been used by wealthy families for the last 100 years, thousands of years.